Ahoy, it's Ryan. I'm back and we are moving along. We are getting so far into this whole process of thinking through what it means to build a business. First, you have your problem or your need, which is your value proposition. Then you understand, you do research, you find out who your customers are, is your customer segments. Then you have to think through the channels. How are your customers going to get your product, service, or technology? But you have to maintain and keep the relationship going so that you keep in touch with them and you continue to build that loyalty. So they not only stay, but they keep referring business to you. And then we talked about how you have to identify your key assets, right? The exact things that you're going to need to be successful. Then we talked about how you have to really think through your key activities so that you understand how you're actually going to do the work. And now we're going to talk about partnerships, because nobody can do this alone. And at the end of the day, partnerships is a huge part of how you are going to develop and get your business off the ground. Now, partnerships come in different forms and you can be creative about it. But in essence, these are partners, people or businesses or trade companies or different entities that can help get your product into the hands of customers. So let's think about this. Who are the key partners and suppliers that you're needing, right? Do you have certain technical skills that need to be supplied? Are you going to work with a capstone group to help further your idea? Are you going to hire students or interns, or are you going to have some delivery method so that you can have partners when it comes to developing? Now, maybe you're not a technical lead. Maybe you don't know how to code. So then you will need partners, or you will need people to help you out with that. These are all things that will come to light as you think through some of these other components. Now, you could create joint ventures, and a joint venture is where there's an even partnership between two people. And there's not always money that's exchanged, but maybe there's a company that caters to your customer segments. And maybe you could help to provide value to those customer segments while still getting exposure to your product at the same time. Maybe there's non-competing joint ventures where you're not competing for the same customer, but you're both supporting the same customer, so you can join forces. You can have strategic alliances. Now, these again could be non-competitors, so that you can say, hey, we're both going after the same customer market, but we're selling different products. Maybe they're complementary. Maybe one comes after before the other. And so you look to see how you can involve yourself into other channels and other relationships to help secure more of a market share. Also think about your relationship between your supplier and you as a buyer, right? Because if you have products that you're purchasing and then reselling, or if you're getting components that you need to purchase that then you need to actually make and sell, you can look at different things, from creative ways of financing to maybe some co-marketed activities to ways of promoting your supplier to other people in your network. So look at how you can partner with the people that you did business with, and then that will help those relationships grow. Now let's think back to those key resources, those key assets. What is it that you need? Well, this will help you to determine some of the partners that you might need to form. So this is a value of thinking through your key resources. And if you don't have the means to get that, or you don't know how to, maybe you find a partner that already has it, or maybe you find a way to collaborate with somebody so that you can partner with them and create a win-win. Now think of your key activities that we've talked about, right? How are you going to perform them? And are there gaps? Because if you know the key activities that you need to do, well, maybe there's a partner you can bring in for that. What if you need to do some internet marketing or social media marketing? Maybe you need to bring in a partner to help with that, okay? You cannot do this alone, and by identifying your key activities, you can help to find partners who can help you in this process. So when it comes to building a business, building partnerships is a key part of the puzzle. All right, this is all forming together now. We have the problem that you're solving, We have the people who you're solving it for. We know how they're connecting through channels. We know that there are relationships that you have to keep. We know that there are key activities. We know that there are key resources. And we know that we can use partners to fill in some of the gaps. There's one big piece of the puzzle left. Can you think what it is? We haven't really talked about it yet, but I'm going to cover it in the next video.